Hey guys, it's Ryan here with HobbiesofaMan once again, and today we're doing another Godzilla book. Today we're looking at Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2. This is the new series that's following up from last year's, and it does seem like we have the same guys here. We have Brian Buccellato, Christian Deuce, and Luis Guerrero is the colorist here. I got this cover. This is not the main cover. This is cover B, I think, and this is the Dan Mora variant, which I really love. It's a full, spread. It goes onto both sides, and it's really good. However, it does cost an extra $1. So if you're not interested in paying that extra $1, you should not get these. But I recommend at least this first one, right? So I'll probably end up getting all of the Dan Mora ones, but we'll see because I don't know. It's an extra $1 that I could be using to buy a different comic book. So we'll see. But great start to the series here. This is more of a Task Force X or Suicide Squad kind of take on the story, where the previous one was Justice League versus Legion of Doom. This is more Justice League versus the Suicide Squad, right? So Task Force X on Earth Prime, it opens up with Waller watching the events happening in the last series and saying never again. Then she pulls up the Suicide Squad and she tells them they will fight kaiju. And they all answer, how the fuck are we going to do that? We're all losers compared to the Justice League, right? Like, they're all weak. They're all basically normal or slightly above normal humanoid, right? And so she's like, I got a plan for that. And then elsewhere, we kind of continue on with the Justice League story. In this case, Barry and Iris are getting married, but as everyone watches, they discuss the fact that Barry has not told Iris that he is a superhero, right? This is the Barry Allen Flash marrying Iris West, I think is her last name. Yeah, I think it is Iris West, because she's Wally West is an older sibling, right? Or cousin or whatever. And then we transition over to South Africa, where we see that Lex is kind of helping Task Force X, and they're testing something on King Shark, a way to turn him into a kaiju that hopefully can be used for their benefit, right? And as they make their monster grow, kind of like a Rita Repulsa type thing, we see that this is really not working out properly. So elsewhere in Nevada, the Justice League shows up to investigate a secret base with a boom tube inside it. They go in, and it seems like it leads to a different dimension. Now, it's kind of unclear if this different dimension is like the Inner Earth concept from the Legendary books, from the Legendary movies, or if it's like actually like the MonsterVerse universe that they just like transitioned over. It's kind of unclear, but it turns out that they're there, and Kara is like, oh, we're on Skull Island, here's King Kong, what the fuck's going on? It doesn't seem like he recognizes her, and this is kind of a problem because last time they banked on that idea that King Kong loves his blonde ladies, and that she was going to help him kind of deal with that going forward, right? And then Batman shows up with an awesome mecha here that looks very much inspired by Cherno Alpha from Pacific Rim, and I love it. I think it looks so fun. I really enjoy the way that they made this kaiju look. And then Godzilla beats down King Shark after it turns out that King Shark loses his mind as he grows, and the Justice League meets with Kong, and then suddenly the other character that was with Waller, who kind of didn't seem all that important, turns out to be Leland Shaw III, or Lee, and he kills Waller. Now, Lee is the character that's played by the Russells, by Kurt Russell as his old self, and by Wyatt Russell as his young self in the, what's it called? The Apple TV show. I can't remember the name of it, but it's great. It's a really fun TV show. I think it's just called Monarch, or something like that. It's great. You guys should check it out. That character is supposed to be this Colonel Leland Shaw, and he kills Waller and takes over Task Force X in order to fight Godzilla, which is awesome. I love that. I think that's a great twist. It's curious because, without Waller, does the Task Force X characters, or do the Task Force X characters really give a shit about what's going on? I think the answer is no, but we have to see what happens there. But overall, great stuff. Very fun introduction to the second series. I can't wait. I love the idea of King Shark being a kaiju, and I wonder if potentially we'll get a cheetah version of kaiju as well, and maybe a Killer Croc one as well, right? So we see all of these characters there. 3 of them are humanoid animal characters, and I would love to see all of them be kaiju. So hopefully we get to see that at some point, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.